Coming up on Building with Bap.
The first performance I ever did was in front of 200 people. You have no idea how scared. The funny guy gave me a word right before I went on stage. He was like, "There's many talented, but there's few anointed."
Building with Bap.
Welcome to Building with Bap, where we sit down with great people and discuss their journey. I'm your host, John the Bap. On the show today, we have a super Christian hip-hop artist, my man iGlow. Welcome to the show, brother.
What's good? What's good? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. It's good to see your face. I know we ain't side by side, but it's good to see your face, man. I'm doing well, thanks, man.
No doubt, man. I'm glad. We ain't see each other in a minute, man. It's been a while. I see you since. It's funny. I ain't see you since I think right before you had your son. I think that was. I forgot what event that was, but that was the last time I seen you.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. He's like
man.
16 months now.
Yeah, that's up there. I ain't see you in some time, man.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the album release, man. You know, that was one thing that I had wished I could have made it to.
Yeah, oh, no doubt, man. It's all love, man. Don't worry about it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looked like that was a good time. We can talk about that a little later, but I'm not jump into that just yet. So give the people a little bit of background about yourself, man, and where you're from.
All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I lived there pretty much most of my life. When I was younger, I moved around a lot, but like when around 13, that's when I moved back here, and I've been here ever since. You know what I'm saying? As far as my background goes, I lived with my parents on and off, and then 13 when we moved back up here, me and my mom actually. So I'm the oldest of four. You know what I'm saying? So we moved back up here, and that's when my parents got back together, and then they had their relationship on and off, but for the most part, they lived together while I went to high school, left to college. I went to college in Philly for a semester, you know what I'm saying? Then came back home. Then I'm trying to think what year that was, 2006, I went to Job Corps. I graduated in 05. 2006, I went to Job Corps. Graduated from Job Corps. Then 07, I got a job and stuff, and I was working since then. And then through that whole transition, mind you, from when I graduated in 2005 to 2012, I was that 7-year gap. That was when I was doing my own thing. So previously, when I was in high school, I was going to church. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I knew of the Lord, but then when I got to high school, I met a good friend of mine named Julian who took me to his church, and then that's where I actually got saved. You know what I'm saying? So, but from 2005 to 2012, I had a 7-year hiatus, so I was doing my own thing, and then the Lord called me back, man. You know what I'm saying? And through all the signs He showed me, and how He basically. He didn't take no for an answer, man. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when it's when it's supposed to be, it just is. There's some things that you gotta pray in, and then there's other things that just was supposed to be, that was just predestined. That was just supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? I honestly thank Him every day for not giving up on me. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was I'm not coming back, He was well, I'm not turning my back on you. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely gets all the praise for that, man. And So 2012, I come back, you know what I'm saying? I come back to church, you know what I'm saying? I started slowly implementing myself. Then 2000, I want to say 13, 14, that's when I started rapping, you know what I'm saying? As far as trying to step into doing it seriously. Cause growing up, we outside, we inside, we just rapping just for fun. It's just you know what I'm saying, either to beat the boys or it's a pastime. You know what I'm saying? With me personally, it was just something all my siblings did just to be funny. and joke around, but I never took it serious. You know what I'm saying? So when I got older, and like I felt the impression like to put me out there, I was like, God, I don't know, man. This is I don't know about doing this for real, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. And on top of that, at the time, I knew a whole bunch of people that rap. So it'd be like, oh, you rap too? You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things. And I'm like, man, I ain't wanted to do that. But I was getting confirmation from people, and like I finally stepped out, man. So from my first project, when was it? 2015, I think, my first mixtape ever. And then now I'm like four projects in now.
Wow.
You know
Wow. That's
yeah,
what's
man.
up, bro. That's progress right there.
Yeah, it is progress. Man. It goes so fast, man. Though these past few years went by so fast, like I'll be forgetting.
Yeah.
So,
So did you always do hip hop for the Lord, or was there like a?
okay, so how it started was when so let me be better with the timeline because I was jumping all over the place.
Nah, that's cool.
I would say from when I was 12 to probably 16, we was rapping just to rap. Like it was no direct topic or for anything. We were just in there rhyming just to be funny and stuff. So after I got saved, I'm still in high school. So my boy, like I said, my boy Julian, he introduced me. So when I was there in my youth group, I met a couple people who do music. So because I'm in the youth group, I became friends with everybody who was on the youth group praise and worship team, which were all teams. You know what I'm saying? So the guy on the sound, his name is Andrew. He actually had a home studio. So me and my cousin, Rob, we would go to the studio and we would record there. And on top of that, we used to make beats, like Motif 8. We used to do that. Yeah, so now during that time, probably 16 to 18, I was like, instead of doing it with my family at home, I started doing it with them three, but the topic would be about the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So for like those 2 years, we would make songs here and there. So that's how it started. But after that, I probably made, after I went to high school, I stopped like the rapping in general. Like with that, I just let it go. I didn't even necessarily use it for evil or anything like that. Like because I just like whatever. I thought that was something I just did as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? So I probably might have did, between those 7 years I was out and about, I probably might have did one song with my cousin on my father's side this time. My cousin on my father's side, I might have did one song just because there was nothing to do. But like it wasn't anything I was aiming to do. My whole thing was the whole time I was like, yo, I gotta figure out how I'm supposed to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like the school didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure things out. I'm like, I'm not thinking about rap. I'm like, that's not gonna put no money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that's why I say it's a really weird like track, because usually you get somebody that's in the hip hop, okay, like they might have battled before, you know what I'm saying? They might have been in ciphers, they might have did shows, open up for people. I did none of that. Like I'm saying, I did not. I do not have the beginnings of a rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's very unorthodox. So it's just weird how God brought it around. And basically what he was showing me was like he was basically like keeping me, like as like a kind of like a secret. You know what I'm saying? So like when I come out, like people was asking like, yo, who is this? Like, oh, you from Bridgeport? I never heard of you, stuff like this. And then like I know I wasn't trying to do this, and now I'm trying to do it. So like, yeah. So yeah, man. So it was yeah, God's funny, man. He's a real funny guy, man. That's all I gotta say.
No, that's really good, man, because I think a lot of times that's just how it is. God kind of protects his investment. You know, he hides us in the quiver.
That's a good. That's good. I like that.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
he hides us in the quiver before it's time to pull that arrow out and send you. You know what I mean? So he does that a lot. You know what I mean? I know he's done it in my life, and a lot of people say that. You know, they were hidden for a while. Well, God's getting you ready, getting circumstances and situations in place and different things. So, you know, so what was it about it that that finally clicked for you? Like, yo, I really want to do this music.
It probably was during the process of the first mixtape. So even like the first song I ever did, like 2000, 2014, like the first song I ever did when I like finally came to the conclusion, like, okay, I think this is something you wanted me to do. Like I had made the beat myself on my phone because I had like an app on my phone that made beats. I made the beat and I rapped over it. And then I remember telling my cousin Rob about it, and he was saying, "Yo, like, listen, you've been rapping like for a long time, and I could tell you like you have talent. I think you should do it." You know what I'm saying? And then I let a couple other people hear it, and then my who's my cousin right now, his name is Ralphie. You know what I'm saying? He's at my church. He was my youth leader first. You know what I'm saying? But then like I got to know him more later on in life. Like, you know, realizing that he actually was a Christian hip hop artist. So when I went to him about it, because this is when I was like really like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, on the fence, he encouraged me. You know what I'm saying? I went to his house, he had a studio, he encouraged me, he prayed over me, he prayed with me, and helped me record some stuff, man. And then what happened after that? Then the first performance I ever did was in front of 200 people. You have no idea how scared. Son, listen, the first. No, listen to this. Cause I had a real bad spirit of fear in the front of people, because when I was 11 years old, when I was in elementary school, there was a talent show that the whole grade was supposed to do, and everybody had to pick an artist from Motown and perform the song. Like, I was so shy and so afraid that I took the F for the market period, because it was because she told me, she was like, if you don't do this, if you don't do it, you're failing for the market period. Like, I was so adamant that I wasn't gonna do it, I took the F. Like, and I told the funny part was when as soon as she told me, I told my mom ahead of time. I went home, I was like, Mom, I'm leaving right now. I'm about to get an F in music. Because she talked about me performing, and I'm not doing no song. They try to have me do Superstitious by Stevie Wonder. I was not doing it.
I want to take the L.
Yeah, I took the L, so I had to, man. Like,
oh my goodness, yo. That's crazy.
So mind you, going from that to having to be on stage in front of a whole bunch of people to my next one is that. So like I was like shaking. I was like legit shaking. And I like legit felt the Holy Spirit, like legit. Like I felt him pushing me. And I had to fake myself out to do it, because I had the music to give to the guy on the soundboard. And I was like shaking. I was like, it's this. That's all right there. Oh my gosh, I did it. I just did it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So then they call me up on stage, and I'm talking. So the word that God, and a funny guy gave me a word right before I went on stage. He was like, "There's many talented, but there's few anointed." So, right. So like that kind of like calmed me a little bit. So when I went on stage, before I did the song that I did, I spoke that to all the kids, because it was a youth event, mind you. Like that's a youth event. So like that joint calmed me, and I said it to everybody there. And then like once I said that word, there was people that received that just specifically for themselves before I even rapped. So then I started rapping. Then it took over. The Holy Spirit legit took over. Like, I don't know how I gained the courage. I don't know, but I did it. And then I was like, I got off stage, I was shaking. I'm saying, trembling. Whew, man, I'm glad that's over. So then I get off stage. My minister was like, so you know you're gonna perform that song on Sunday morning. I was like, no. no, I'm not. And she was like, yes, you are. I'm putting in the order of service right now. I was like, no, you're not. You're not doing that. Now, mind you, I don't know if you know, but I go to Kingdom Life Christian Church in Milford.
Yep.
There's over 1,000 people in there on a Sunday, son. I was so scared, yo. I was like, I don't know, man. This not. She got to take you off. She got to take you off the order of service. I'm not doing it. And people was like, it's fine, it's fine. Like, what you mean it's fine? You only saying that because you ain't getting up. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going off, but people kept encouraging me and stuff like that. So then what happened was we made it more comfortable for me. So since I did the song with the kids already, you know what I'm saying? And they know I have a relationship with them. So I was like, all right, everybody's going to be on stage when I do it. So because everybody's behind me, going to be hyping me up and stuff, I'm going to feel more comfortable. So I got out there. I finally did the song. I got down and the people like really received it. And then I was like, okay, all right, I think this is all right. I think I'm gonna just go for it. You know what I'm saying? So since then, man, I've been doing it, man, and getting confirmation from people receiving it. You know, people saying like, yo, what you said was whether if it was what you said was fire or just like wow, like what you said ministered to me. And that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Okay, fire eye is great. Like all right, I know that at this point, I know like I've been rapping somewhere for a while, and I know like what would sound good to the ear. But my thing is, the real thing is that's for the surface people who are just gonna get surface. But the main message is in the middle. Like, so I'm worrying about, are you getting that part of what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
that's the real thing for me personally. But I don't know if that answers your question. Forgot what your question.
No, bro. That's it, man. I think a lot of times you go into it not even realizing how much it's ministry. You know, some people may have different preconceived notions about it, but when you're rapping for the Lord, you're going up there to minister, man. He's giving you that platform. You know, you could call it what you want. Oh, I'm just going to rap. I'm just rapping. But like you said, you know, that anointing kicks in, or you gave that word. You didn't even have to rap per se that night. To get up there and say that word and say if you would have ran off the stage after that and been scared, they still would have been ministered to because you gave them what the Lord wanted you to say. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times I think as artists, you know, we have to ask the Lord, like, what do you want? You know, you've given me this gift for the music, but what do you want? What do you want me to say in between songs? You know, you never know what the Lord is doing while you're doing your song, you know, in the hearts of people and this and that. So we really have to be spirit led and just, you know, just be that vessel, be that mouthpiece, you know. Right. So I think that was on point, bro. And it lets you know from the jump, this is ministry. You know, I'm not just rapping, you know. Yeah, because I think when I started, man, one of the things, like I was nervous too. And I had done an open mic before this concert that I was supposed to do.
Okay. Now,
these were my first two going out on assignment type things. And so I did the open mic the night before, and, you know, it was a decent crowd in there or whatever, and I did my thing or whatever. That was my first time ever performing in front of people. The next day, I go out and I'm headlining. Like, this thing was like it was Sunday Night Vibe out in New London, and it turned into like an album release because I had finished my album just to do that concert. I made sure my album was finished on time so I could bring the album, you know, and the guy had to basically talk me into doing it because I was like, listen, man, I don't know how to do this yet. You know, I'm just starting, you know, but it turned into, and bro, the place was packed out, standing room only. And I'm sitting here like, this is my first joint, you know?
Wow.
But I will say this, and this is what made me think about it when you were telling your story. I was nervous before and leading up to it. The minute I got on stage and that mic hit my hand, I had peace, bro. I had peace. And to this day, I get really nervous sometimes before events.
That don't change. That don't change.
Don't. But bro, I've never been nervous while I was performing or while I had the microphone or while I was ministering. There's been just the Spirit of the Lord flows through me and comes over me, like Samson, it just, it really, I just flow, you know what I mean? And I'm not nervous while I'm doing it. I've never been nervous while I did it. And I'm shocked because I expect to be nervous, it doesn't happen.
Yo, it's a weird thing, man, because legit, everything you're saying, I didn't even explain that part, but that's exactly what happened. But it wasn't the mic with me, like, as soon as the beat came on, for me. Like, I had the mic in my hand talking to Ray, so I was still shaking. But as soon as the beat came on, it was like, this is people's words. Yo, I don't know who that was up there, but that wasn't you, son. That's the most common thing I get. Because, like, in like regular conversation, I'm, like, kind of, like, reserved to myself, standoffish. But, like, when I get the microphone or when I was time to minister, it's like I'm a whole different person. So I always get like, yo, that's not you up there. That's somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear you, bro. I was the same way. Like, I like to play the background a lot, and I always say God has a sense of humor, too. He puts me in front. I've had these platforms, being on TV for 12, 13 years. I'm the guy running from the camera, he put me front and center on TV every day at one point, in different places and all of this. And I'm like, me? Like, I didn't even want to be seen, but God has a sense of humor with all of that, man. So you got a new project out, bro. Tell us about your new album, Prophetic Pink, bro.
Okay. So let's give you the backdrop first, because matter of fact, hold on, before we do that, which I didn't say was, let me give a slight intro and tell my name first before we get into that. All right.
Oh my gosh, did I even say your name, bro?
I don't know.
I said it in the beginning. I said I glow. I do remember that.
So we're gonna get into that first before we get to the project. So I'm gonna say it fast. So 2013, after I came back to the Lord, I'm going to church. As I'm getting out of church, now this is before I want to say I believe this is before I even thought about like doing it seriously, rapping seriously. I'm walking out of church, I'm walking to the car, and I just hear in my spirit, I glow. And I'm like, I glow. I glorify, love, obey, and worship. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. That's exactly how it came to me. So that's legit. That's how it came to me. Right. So I was like, okay, Lord, I'm gonna use that. So I like sometime went by after that. Then I decided to go and look up, registered names. So when I do it, I want to make sure like, nobody has it. So when I looked it up, they got a whole bunch of Apple products. Like I glow phone cases, I glow in the dark, this, that. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to scrap the name because I know for a fact that this was a drop in my spirit. I'm not losing this. So I was like, all right, well, to be different, like my Instagram tag is I_glow_. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave my name like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to be different. And also, this is around the time where people were throwing, like, like they'll spell their name, but where there's an A, they'll put a V, or like another, put an X. That was around that time where people just started doing that. So I was like, all right, well, to be different, I'm going to just keep underscores in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my name is spelled like that, because I was thinking about trademarking, and it was already taken. So I was like, all right, well, I'm keeping it. I don't care no more. I say I'm going to keep it. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm just throwing underscores in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's I glow. And it's spelled like the apple for a reason. Like the little I is supposed to be me. I'm the little I. And the capital G is him glowing on me. He's the reason that I glow. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that goes. So now that I said that, we're going to get into the prophetic thing. So this was okay, there was a conference at my church, and this might have been 2 years ago, where there's a prophet named Sean Smith that came to our church for a conference.
and his son came with him. His name is Brandon Smith. They both be, you know, traveling and doing stuff like that. So what happened was that night I had wore a pink hat, a pink dad hat that night. So I was a part of the people that were praying for other people. I was tasked with, okay, if anybody needs prayer, I need you to pray with them, right? So everybody's in the congregation. I'm in the back room, like praying with people, right? So my wife comes in the back, opens the door. She was like, yo, the guy on stage just asked for a guy in a pink hat. And I was like, all right. She's like, he's gonna prophesy over you. Come out there. So I'm like, okay. So I went out there, and then I saw the guy on stage. I was like, you looking for a guy with a pink hat? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, God was showing me a guy with a pink hat. So he prophesied over me. So that was the start of 3 different prophecies over me in like a year and a half. And all of them like woven together. So I was having a conversation with my cousin Rob, and we were laughing and joking about the prophecies, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, here's the main part. The main part is I was wearing pink in every prophecy.
Wow.
So my cousin said, he was like, yo, there's something about that pink. I don't know. Pink is prophetic. That's that prophetic pink. And I was like, that's what it's called. That's what we call it. It's going to be called prophetic pink. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this project is about the last, I'll say 2 years of me, like my personal walk and how my life was going, on top of me like weaving it with the prophecies that I have received. And even in the project, I quote and I put sound bites of the actual prophecies that was spoken over me in the actual project. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know, biblically, as far as the color spectrum goes, pink is like a representation of right relationship with the Father. You know what I'm saying? Also because, you know, white and red is a mixture. So white is righteousness, red, you know, blood is Jesus, sacrifice, atonement, and stuff like that. So I just thought that it just confirmed itself as the more I looked into it. And I was just like, you know what? It stands out. It's different at the same time. Like it means something for me personally. And I think this would be like a opening up for people to get to know me personally. Because knowing that nowadays as an artist, like I'm learning that when you go, you know, big and you want to, and on top of this being the first project, I own everything, right? It's not a mixtape, it's I own everything, music and everything. Like you got to get people to buy into who you are personally. You know what I'm saying? So I think being the name of this and like what I'm saying and how I come across, and even in the videos, is like an intro of legit who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, nah, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. And I think as an artist, that's very important to like let the people know, like, hey, I'm human. I'm a real person. I'm not just this dude you listen to, but you let them in on your world. And that doesn't say let them in on all your business per se, but just even as an artist, you could do it through your music or whatever, but just that whole relationship vibe, you know what I mean? So people kind of, I think that's important to establish yourself as, you know, an artist that's reachable, you know what I mean? And people can relate with you better and understand you as a person as well as an artist. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I separate the artist from the person and this and that and this and that. But I think doing it for the Lord, that shouldn't be. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be so distanced that we're not relatable, or if somebody has a question after the show or whatever the case may be, you know, we're right there and able to, because at the end, we're just vessels, you know what I mean? And so I think that's important, man, you know, to rock with that type of humility and openness and transparency even, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I just remember, I want to make one correction. So one of the prophecies, I wasn't wearing pink that night, but it was at a youth camp, and I wore pink that week, but the prophet was still there. So that's why I got the mix up. But 2 out of 3 times, I was legit wearing it. And then the week where the other prophet prophesied with me, I did have on pink that week.
but my cousin was just trying to like, you know, merge together, trying to say it. Like, nah, it's the pink, son. That's why you getting this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just want to clarify that, but you know, most part.
Oh yeah, the prophetic pink, man. That's tough, bro. That is really tough. So I've only heard a couple of songs on the project so far. I haven't heard the whole thing straight through. I believe I heard a couple of the ones you did the videos for, and I might have heard something else or whatever. I know I was listening to it on Spotify one day or somewhere where I went through them, but I didn't hear the whole thing yet. But man, it sounded great, bro. It sounded great.
Yo, son, I'm extremely happy, man. Okay, so I'm gonna use this section of the show to give shout outs to everybody who was a part of this. You know what I'm saying? So first, what I'm gonna give a part to is shout out to Track Major Productions, because they did all the tracks except for track 3, which I want to shout out a guy named That Prototype, producer out of the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And Track Majors is Rojan Miller and my boy Johnny Vargas, who they're in one in Milford, one in Naugatuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's for production. As far as the artist, shout out to Zabai, shout out to Stack Zion, shout out to Sean Terrell, shout out to Kayla Starks, shout out to Altian, and I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody. Because they helped. You know what I'm saying? Bring it together, man. And I appreciate their help, man, for sure.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. So what motivates you, man, as an artist, as a believer? What motivates you, bro?
What motivates me, man?
Well, I'll give it to you in 2 parts then.
Okay.
What motivates you as an artist? And then also what motivates you as a man? You know, you're a husband, a man of God. Those 2 things, you can take it separately.
Okay. All right. So as an artist, I'll say, honestly, what motivates me is knowing that I have something to actually give to people that's worth something. Because I dealt with a shame factor for most of my life. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm now realizing what I have. On top of, I'm in a company of some really, really good artists, man. Like legit. Like this area, Connecticut, we have a lot of good talent, man. And to be able to see everybody operate in their own lane, and I can generally say like that nobody sounds like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So if I could get in the mood where I'm like, yo, I just want to hear a Stack right now. You know what I'm saying? I get in the mood like, you know what? I'm about to punch some Zappa. I feel like Zappa. I could be like, yo, you know what? Got the Mavericks. I feel like being hype, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I could legit go through a whole bunch of stuff and just be like inspired, man. And that's just dope to me. It's encouraging me to know like I'm a part of a time period where like the music is good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's legit good, man. And I'm proud. I'm happy for my area, man, legit. And what really motivates me, I would say what motivates me to write is legit the beats. That's what motivates me to write. Like throughout the day, like randomly I might get a line here and there. I'm like, okay, that was nice. I write it down. But most of the time, if I hear a beat, it's like I know, like my spirit is like I know I'm supposed to rap to this. Like that's how it comes across. So I'm like, I hear it. I'm like, all right, yeah. This is it. I need this right here. I need that one right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what motivates me because it's kind of like, which is another thing that I do that's not necessarily conventional. Because you know, growing up, like if you're a rapper, like you got like a bunch of rhymes. You know what I'm saying? That you just got a list of rhymes. Like you can take them and plug them into any beat. Like me, I have no rhymes written out. Like everything is used up. I have nothing extra to spare. Everything is spoken for. You know what I'm saying? So I need to hear a beat to make me write. Cause I'm sure it's probably you, same thing. You can write it down. Like you can sit there and be like, I'm about to write a 16 today and just bang it out. Like I can't do it. Like I legit tried it. I feel like it's forced. Well, for me personally, it's like kind of like it's forced. Like I could do a line or two, but to bring something all together is kind of difficult for me. So like I would say the music, as far as writing, like that music plays a part for me. So as a husband, honestly, like seeing my wife every day is a legit inspiration, because I know the background that her and I had, and we didn't have. It's just, listen, God's just good. We legit don't have what we experienced as kids, man. Like, from broken home to, whatever parent disputes, leaving the house, moving around from place to place, most of your childhood, not having like a solid, like me personally, like I didn't have a best friend until I was like 13. No, not even. I didn't have a best friend until I was like 14, because my whole childhood I was moving around all the time, so I couldn't have a legitimate spot where I could stay to meet somebody and to learn them like that, to have a best friend. You know what I'm saying? So from all that, like, confusion and scatterbrain, all that stuff, to be able to now know, like, all right, like, this has to be different from what we have. Not in a bitterness standpoint, but in the fact that when we do have children, like, they need something different, because we needed something different. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to see other married couples in our church, to be able to see, our bishop and his wife, to even see you and your wife, like, it's good to see people like married, man. I legit, in my heart, that's another a passion I have. I have a passion for marriages. Like God gave me a passion for that, and my wife is on the same page, and we just love to see it, love to see things come together, love to see interactions, and see how God, little intricacies, how God can take two personalities that you wouldn't necessarily on paper put them together, but you watch them put them together and like add something. You just see like their relationship has come to life, man. And it's just honestly, it's just dope, man. Like, marriage is dope, man. That's all I gotta say about that. That's as far as me, man. Watching other people's marriages, knowing where I came from, knowing like the future generations, they don't need any of that stuff. And also not holding it against my parents, because nobody told them. Nobody gave them a blueprint. How are they supposed to give me the blueprint if they don't got it? You know what I'm saying? So even making sure, like, all right, when I have or even my nephews, that when they see us or they ask questions, I'm making sure that I'm available to, like, all right, this is what I've learned. Because I know you're going to learn some stuff that I didn't learn. But what I did learn, here you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just as a man, what inspires me is the father, man. Honestly, that's what inspires me. Like, I don't know where I would be without him, man. So, like, just him, and also him, just knowing like what he's doing for me, like, even with the helping, like having people in my corner, like, to encourage me, people checking up on me, like, yo, man, I hope everything's well. Even people like, yo, I read something in the scripture, what do you think? Even keeping me on my toes with that, and even asking questions like, yo, what'd you read today? What God put in your heart today? All those things, they help shape me. Even in the moments where I might rise up in my flesh and not feel like hearing anything, or may feel like I want to seclude myself or revert back to me isolating myself, like, it's good that God is like, nope, I know, but this is going to help you. But this is going to help you. But this is going to help you. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a legit encouragement, man, for sure.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that, man. It's like, as an artist, we need that community. And I think that's what's great about Connecticut Christian hip hop. Like, we have a real community here where a lot of us know each other, and we encourage each other. We support each other. We show up at the videos and the events and different things, we support each other legit, man. And I think Connecticut really puts together some solid content. You know what I mean? We're not just rapping about anything. If you look at the artists that are here, a lot of them are really saying something that they have a lot of substance, and I think that's not to be separate from everybody, but I don't see that in a lot of other areas per se. I know that I can speak for ours, that our area does have a lot of that, and so on. Yeah.
And the great thing is, it wasn't one thing that I've learned from other people who were doing it before me, that it wasn't always like that. But the fact that it's growing there is a great sign, because after I'm done, who's going to come after me? You know what I'm saying? That's the most important part. Like, all right, we got to make, all right, y'all, we got to make sure we on the same page and we're good to show them when they come up what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to carry it. You know what I'm saying? Always good, man. Listen, it's one thing I realized, it's really fun to go and support. Like, really, like, on top of that, like, you tell me I don't have to go up there and rap. I could just go and enjoy. What? This is great. You know what I'm
saying? Sit back and chill, right?
Just sit back and chill. I can laugh. I don't gotta worry about sweating or remember my lyrics. Nothing. What? This is nothing. This is easy.
Yep. You can enjoy it, man. I feel the same way when I go and support others, man. I love doing that. Like you said, you don't have the pressure. You remembering your rhymes and all of that. Just like you said, man. That's really, really awesome, man. And another thing you touched on with that was the marriages. You know, my wife and I think when we got married, even before we got married, even while we were dating, we realized that we just had a heart for the singles while we were dating. And then being married, we have a heart for the married, you know, and that still carries over into the singles. But, you know, we have a ministry that, you know, we started talking about, we started chronicling our journey in dating.
Oh yeah, on that. Love Chronicles.
True Love Chronicles, yeah.
True Love Chronicles.
Yep. So, you know, we did that, but then also now being married, we have a heart for the married, you know, so it's like we started another ministry, Christ in Marriages. And so far we've done a couple of events where we play games and just marriage building, enhancing activities and things like that. But it's amazing how God will put certain things on your heart. Like you were saying, you know, you got married and now your heart is for marriages, man. You know, we feel the same way, even though we're not like married. We haven't been married 20 years. We're still rookies, you know, but we can learn.
Yeah.
We can learn and glean from other married couples and experienced couples. We've got some events coming up even this summer that are going to be dope for the marriages and things like that. So, you know,
legit, send me the stuff, man. Listen, man, I'm in the circle I'm in right now. God has led me and my wife to join the marriage ministry in our church. You know what I'm saying? So any marriage events you got, any marriage, Christ in marriage, send it, send the information, son, because it's always good to be able to take my wife somewhere, you know, for like, you know, not far, but take her somewhere out of our norm, you know what I'm saying, to go and enjoy ourselves at other places and to see how God is using other marriages, you know what I'm saying, it's always good to see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there's so much to learn.
Yeah, always something to learn, always, man.
Yeah, just being around other married couples. So let me ask you this, bro. Mr. Iglow.
Okay.
What are you currently reading? Are there any good books you're reading out there or any social media influencers you're listening to?
Well, the only book I'm reading right now is the Bible at this point in time. I was reading today I read Psalms 22, Proverbs 22, and Revelation 22. So since you brought it up, I'm gonna give my revelation. So mind you, I read Psalm 22 first, and I read the first line, and then I stop reading. I was like, God, like, are you serious right now? Like, so I read the first line in the Psalms, David's Psalm. He's like, my God, why have you forsaken me? So I automatically stopped. I'm like, yo, Jesus sat down on the cross, man. What's going on right now, right? So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo. So I keep reading, and I'm like, yo, this dude David just prophesied the whole scene at the cross, down to the hands and the feet. You know what I'm saying? You can see my bones, to them casting lots over his clothes, right? All that stuff. So, but the revelation I got was, before I read that, a couple weeks back, I was listening to a guy who has a podcast, and he basically likes going through the Hebrew text and breaking down what it says in the Hebrew and trying to give a better depiction of the times then to match it up with how we're reading it. So basically what he was saying was, in the Garden of Gethsemane, when Jesus is praying to the Father, like, yo, take this cup from me. Like, those wasn't his words. He was saying scripture. So what I tied together was like, yo, through the Lord's pain and anguish and the discomfort, his outburst was scripture. And I was like, I took that to me as, yo, I have no excuse.
Wow.
When I'm feeling upset or I'm in pain or I want to lash out, like I gotta watch my tongue, watch what I'm saying. Cause even when he has the utmost right for who he is, and he still is spitting scripture in pain. What? So that joint like totally like shook me this morning. I was like, yo, this is crazy, man. Like, I was like, yo, I don't know how people not like, yo, like the Lord is manifesting himself, son. I don't know how people is not seeing that he is real. Like I didn't, and the crazy part is Psalm 23 is my joint. Like I could repeat that back to forward. I was like, yo, you telling me I couldn't turn the page back one time and see this? Why am I just seeing this just now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel so bad, God, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was just dope, man, that revelation, man, because it's legit. Like, it's sobering to me, and at the same time it's encouraging because he's the example that I can get to that place where I can have the word that much in me to where something comes up that may be an unfortunate situation. And even through all of that, I can still like say his word. You know what I'm saying? That to me was crazy this morning, man. That was a crazy reading time, legit, man.
Wow, man, that's awesome, bro. That's powerful revelation right there, bro. I like that, man. Speak the word. You know what I mean? And to come off like that, you know, it's just the word coming right out of your mouth, bro.
Right.
You react many different ways.
I was like, man, I have no excuse.
Yeah. Wow, man, that's good. That's really good, bro. So tell me, iGlow, are you excited about the next few years and why?
Yeah, I'm excited. Why I'm excited? Because regardless of this, this COVID-19 thing,
Right.
regardless of that, like the trajectory of, like I said, our artists and what we're doing, I think is only up from here. Like I honestly believe that, and it's gonna be great to be able to experience it and see it. And for me personally, since this is my first project that I own everything, I'm trying to make this as a springboard to keep the momentum going. Cause from my first mixtape to my second and third, there's like a long gap in between. I'm still learning, how to do things and to keep momentum and not, dropping the ball, even with the promotion, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I'm trying to use this as an opportunity to get the ball rolling and to keep everything the momentum. So in that regard, I'm looking forward to seeing what other people I get to meet because of this, or other producers I cross paths with, or artists, or whatever. Even if it isn't doing music, even if it's just having conversations and learning things. Like I'm just looking forward to that, man. And it's gonna be great, man. And honestly, this is as far as music goes. Like I feel like this is a real good time, and God is definitely moving. And I think he's calling us forward to dig more into his word, because I think we're going to get more opportunities, man. And I believe it's not just so they can hear the songs, but it's also to hear what we got to say. Like you said, to hear what we got to say after the song goes off. What are you going to say then? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the real reason. When the song goes off, I need you there to say what you have to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. That's what's up, bro. I hear that, man. So where can people get with you on social media handles?
Okay. All right. So my Instagram is I_glow_. My Facebook is I_glow _glow_. I got a YouTube channel called iGlow TV. iGlow spelled the same way, then TV at the end. All my projects are up there. All the videos, everything that's involving me is gonna be up there. I got My newest project, Prophetic Pink, on all streaming platforms. So you want to cop it, you can cop it. If you want to just stream it, stream it. You know what I'm saying? It's all there, man. I got a Twitter, but I'm not really up there. But if you want it, it's iGlow6, all connected. iGlow6. That's what it is, man. But yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, brother. Well, iGlow, man, thank you for stopping by the show, bro.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for hitting me up, man. It's good. And plus you back, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't chopping up the wild, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope. And this idea platform you're doing, I pray that it goes far, man, because it's a real good idea, man. You have a lot of insight and wisdom, and a lot of people need to hear it, and just to, you know what I'm saying, bounce conversations off of you, man, because it's always good, man. It's always good.
Oh, praise God, man. That's what's up, bro. Well, thanks again, bro. Enjoyed having you on the show, bro. And hopefully we got to connect face-to-face soon.
Yes, I agree. You definitely got to do that, man. That would be great, man.
Definitely. All right, brother.
All right, man.